My name is Jennifer Albert, and I suffered postpartum hemorrhage delivering my daughter Ava.
I almost lost my wife.
David and I met through a mutual friend, went out to dinner, and the rest is history.
I liked her from the minute I saw her, and as we dated, we just fell in love, and we were married 2 years later.
We started planning the pregnancy right away, and 6 months later I was pregnant.
We hadn't really thought about pregnancy complications outside of the first few months.
Going into the pregnancy, I was very active.
In the care of a great doctor.
It was a wonderful pregnancy.
We went in for a routine examination, and the doctors discovered in the ultrasound that Jen had excessive amniotic fluid. The doctor, in fact, said to us that we should be induced and that she should immediately walk over to the hospital. And we were shocked.
Things started to get complicated. They rushed me into the emergency room for an emergency C-section, and that's about all I remember.
I was worried mostly that our baby was going to be okay. And they said, no, your baby's great. There she was. She was all pink and adorable. I didn't know what to think. Nobody told me anything. I found out later that everybody was in there trying to save her life. And they couldn't stop the bleeding. I just wanted to know she was going to live. And nobody could tell me that. It was a terrifying couple hours. Such a mix of emotions, because here you have the happiest day of your life, this baby that we've been excited about, and she's healthy, and then Jen is fighting for her life. I had to walk away every few minutes and just cry. Then the doctors came out at one point and said that she's going to be okay. And this one doctor walked over to me and she just gave me a hug. And I'll never forget that hug.
I spent 4 days in the ICU. When I did finally wake up, I was intubated. It was very scary. I couldn't breathe.
She still wasn't fully conscious, but she was able to scribble some stuff onto paper. I think her first 2 words were, "What happened?" I told her that, there were some complications.
I was just so surprised that something like this would happen to me. I ended up receiving 17 blood transfusions. The doctor told me that it was equivalent to someone who had been shot 3 times. It was traumatic. The doctor told us that if we didn't have access to the right care, Ava and I both would not have made it through the delivery.
And when we got home, we needed to have a nurse here 24 hours to help.
I thought I was going to take care of my baby right away. It couldn't have been further from what I expected.
Everyone prepared us for the pregnancy and childbirth, but not the challenges of right afterwards. But it gets better.
I'm feeling almost 100%. Ava's doing great. I want to share my story to help create awareness that things can go wrong. Even if you do everything right, there can always be complications in pregnancy and delivery. I feel fortunate to be here today.